And here, government has been urged to consider allocating a portion of the Maslock facility to some microfinance institutions for disbursement to SMEs in the country. Well, the Director of Operations of Eden Microfinance, Gideon Owusu-Ejay, told TV3's William Evans Inkum the move will not only strengthen the sustainability of microfinance companies in the area of job creation, but it will also control heavy defaulting with the introduction of mobile banking in microfinance.
Micro, small and medium-scale enterprises contribute a colossal percentage to GDP. They play an enormous role in terms of employment creation, provision of goods and services at affordable cost, and sustainable development in other countries. According to the Capacity Development Center Ghana, 85% of employment in Ghana is generated by SMEs and contribute about 75% of the nation's GDP. Ghana's commitment to promoting SMEs over the years could be described as appreciable. For instance, the establishment of Maslock can be tagged as one of the antidotes for the promulgation of SMEs. The Director of Operations, Eden Microfinance Company Limited, Gideon Owusu-Ejay, believes Maslock facility can work better if some microfinance institutions are involved.
The government and the policymakers, talking of Maslock loans, talking of all those development loans that the government gets, even if a quota is being channeled to this microfinance to help give these loans to those petty traders, look at the number of people who get jobs to do. Look at how people who have their jobs being grown every now and then.
He mentioned the mobile banking system as one of the surest way of loan recovery.
Because every now and then we go to them and just take deposits into their accounts, it's very hard for them to default. So the recovery rate for our loans is very, very, very good.
He also revealed that in the wake of the energy crisis, which has had serious toll on business activities, demands for loans have increased. Most applicants use their loans to buy generators and plants to keep their business running.
Well, so for those of you who just joined us, you're still live on Midday Live. My name is Kweku Teme, looking at some stories before we move on to other segments. Now, Africa's commodities are growing rapidly, but what seems to be missing is the value added, as economic discussants say. Well, Africa must focus on transforming its economy through commodity-based industrialization strategy. This, they believe, will create jobs, promote growth, and economic transformation.
According to the Economic Report on Africa 2013, Ghana is the world's largest cocoa producer and has plans to substantially raise internal processing of the commodity. Also, cocoa is the country's second highest foreign exchange earner after gold, accounting for 23% of total merchandise export earnings in 2011. Besides these natural resources, the country has other available commodities which, when tapped, will boost government revenue among other benefits. However, Ghana, like most African countries, is still lagging behind as unemployment, infrastructural challenges, poverty among others, lingers on.
African politics must not only facilitate development, it must drive development. Industrialization is a long-term project, especially if we are playing a catch-up. Short-term myopic politics cannot be a pillar for industrializing Africa, no matter how much revenue Africa derives from its commodities.
Maximizing Africa's commodities for industrialization involves adding value to soft and hard commodities.
We need to modernize agriculture and create demand by adding value to our agriculture produce before we think about exporting it. And if we don't change from that, we will always create employment for the outside world.
Deputy Finance Minister Kwame Ricketts-Hagan spoke on the need to diversify commodities.
Diversification, which essentially means the range and variety of product a country exports, is an important driver for growth in developing countries. Given the right conditions, natural resources can be an important source of diversification.
Well, so just before we round up business this afternoon, let's just quickly get some stories coming in. Acting Managing Director of Metro Mass Transit Limited, that's Maxwell Kofi Ewuku, has been relieved of his duties. Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Road Safety Commission, Noble Apia, is to manage the place in his stead. That's from June 17. TV3 has gathered John Juaza has also been appointed as the Deputy MD for the Metro Mass Transit. Meanwhile, former Deputy MD for the Metro Mass Transit is to report to the Ministry of Transport for reassignment. Reasons for the sack of Maxwell Ewuku is yet to be known.